Hi guys, we are back in The Sims 4 today with another speed build video, renovating and semi-roasting the EA builds that come with different expansion packs. And today I'm switching over from Strangerville to Discovery University in the world of Brightchester. And over this past week, I've been rebuilding / renovating this Maritime Manor lot, which is the university housing lot type that came in Brightchester, and this is for Foxbury Institute students. So it's kind of like a cute build in theory. I mean, I prefer the University of Brightchester and like the more classical architecture, but that's just my preference. I know like that this modern contemporary thing is really popular in a lot of like colleges and universities that are newer, and I think like in the expansion pack, this is like the newer university versus University of Brightchester. It's not a terrible build. I won't say that like EA made the best or the worst choices. Now I'm looking at it again and I'm like, wait, I'm very proud of the work that I've done to kind of make this a bit better, in my opinion. Before we get into the speed build portion, I'll show you the before tour and kind of show you some of EA's choices. Then I'll show you the speed build of what I kind of did with it, and then we'll take a tour at the end and it'll just be a great time. So let's get into it. All right, so here we are at Maritime Manor. Again, yeah, university housing for Foxbury Institute students who don't want to live in the dorms for their university term. This is a really beautiful part of Brightchester. I feel like I'm never playing in the Foxbury part, but it is really cute. In theory. This is the outside. I don't mind the exterior. Again, I'm just not the biggest fan of like this kind of house style. It's a little bit too modern for my taste, but it definitely is popular, so I see the appeal. When you walk in, you have like this common area and university housing. You're not allowed stoves, water heaters, like what? Stoves, outdoor cooking. I did try to put a grill in my build at first, and then I was like, why doesn't this fit the requirements? And that was why. They're only allowed a microwave and a fridge in university housing. Very base game, very basic, obviously, which kind of bums me out. I always wish that in expansion packs in the EA builds that they used more of the furniture that comes with the pack, but that's neither here nor there, I suppose. So this is one of the bedrooms. Pretty bland, pretty basic. I get that that's like the point to some extent, but I do wish that these came maybe a little bit more personalized. Like you can't really tell what sort of student that these are designed for. The color scheme doesn't really make much sense, I guess. And then upstairs is like this floor plan really confused me because there's like this giant like master suite in this university housing. I guess I could imagine that maybe this student like paid the most for this room, but it's not really, it's bigger, but it's not that much nicer. It doesn't have like nicer items really other than the double bed than the other rooms. It's just kind of ugly, to be honest. I don't love that word, but it's kind of ugly. Weird long bathroom right here with 2 doors. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. And then there's like this default fence back here that just doesn't make sense with the rest of the build. But I do think that this lot had a lot of potential, so I'm pretty proud of what I did with it, and let's see how I fix this up.
All right, so here we are in the speed build portion of the video. You can see that I've already modified the build somewhat by rotating the original build and then also changing some things structurally just to make more sense of the space to utilize it better. And then I also already worked on the floor plan that I had in mind for this 4-bedroom university lot. Here I am also furnishing the living area with the furniture, the more like modern plasticky, I guess, is what I always think, looking furniture that came with university. I really like this floor plan. I like how it's kind of open concept here at the back, like in the common area. I imagine that the kind of students or like the university Sims that would live here would be, you know, on the wealthier side. They want a space that isn't the dorms, isn't a dingy house. They want to live close to campus or live on campus in a nice place, but they don't really care about it having character or being very unique. They just want something that's clean, that's, you know, works for them, works for their lifestyle, somewhere safe and nice enough to come home to after they've done their university organizations and their schoolwork. They're hanging out at the campus student commons, that kind of thing. This is definitely not the kind of build that I would normally do, to be honest. I'm not a super big fan of this sort of, I guess, trendy, contemporary, modern, sort of, I don't want to say it, but yeah, kind of like basic sort of interior and exterior design. But I think it really works for somewhere like Foxbury and somewhere like this lot. Another goal of mine for this sort of rebuild or renovation of this lot was to make the bedrooms more personal to the Sims that are occupying them. And this build, or this lot, Maritime Manor, doesn't have Sims that come already living in it. So I get why they would want to make the bedrooms blandered so they can suit like any type of sim that you want to move into it as the player. But I think it really helps when bedrooms are sort of personalized to kind of inspire you to maybe create a sim that would suit the bedroom, or kind of give you a better idea also of the sorts of items and variety of items that come with the expansion pack. I always think that EA doesn't utilize the expansion pack specific items enough in their builds that come with them. Every bedroom I kind of tried to imagine like a different major or like a different distinguished degree that comes with the Foxbury Institute. So here I think what I was going for this first bedroom was I'm looking at the list of distinguished degrees here. Foxbury has biology, computer science, economics, physics, psychology, and villainy. And I think here for this main bedroom, I was going for a physics major or computer science major. I think a physics. I'm trying to remember, there's a bedroom upstairs that has like the robotics stuff, but I think that is what I was thinking was like that would be the physics major. So I think this is the computer science major. I was imagining maybe a sim like Cameron Fletcher, who's at Townie, if you don't know, who comes with Discovery University, might move into like this bedroom after he finishes up his term in the other lot that he lives in. I imagine like an esport gamer would have this room, a computer science studying esport gamer, because esport gaming, I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right. I know there's another like video game streaming career or after school activity that comes with high school years, but I'm pretty sure there's a university organization called esport gaming that you can kind of do like the soccer team, and then you could do like the esport gaming. So that was kind of my vision for whatever sim lived in here. And yeah, just adding like little bits and bobs that make it more personal. It doesn't even have to be very detailed is what I always think for like EA builds. Like I know they kind of have to be a little sparser, and I think it works also for this kind of aesthetic, sort of like bare bones, minimal, IKEA-esque. Just a few clutter items here and there I feel like really make a difference to kind of make an emptier build sort of come to life, if you will. Here I am adding the lunchbox object, which I think is so cute. I don't think I've used that object yet since it came in a base game update. I don't remember when that update was, but I know it wasn't when Discovery University came out. I remember I was in my second year of college, I think, when University came out. And I remember, this is so embarrassing, but I remember like cutting class. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching, but I remember cutting class and playing Discovery University in my dorm when I should have been in class, and taking my sim to their classes and being like, this is so funny and ironic that I care about my Sim's education more than my own. Tough times. They're stressful times in university. If you've been to college or if you are in college, then you know it's rough out there sometimes, but that's why we're grateful for for things like Sims to help us de-stress during the craziness that comes with college. But now we're upstairs in the second bedroom. This bedroom I was imagining would be like an economics major, which is another distinguished degree that comes with, or that you can pursue at Foxbury in Discovery University. I liked the kind of bright colors throughout this house. That's another thing that I'm not usually into, is like bright colors. I'm definitely more into like the creams, beige, neutral, earthy tones aesthetics than most of my builds, but I think that like the black and white starkness with some colorful accents in this build really set the mood of the place, especially for Foxbury, where it's kind of, things are newer, more modern, contemporary. I just think it really works. I can't remember what careers you're like more set up for if you're studying economics. I think it's like, I know education, like maybe administration is one of them. I gave them a Lindsay speaker. I also put a Lindsay speaker in the kitchen. That was another object that I don't think had come out yet when university came out. Now we're already into the third bedroom, which I imagine like a soccer player would be in this bedroom on the Foxbury team. And maybe that they would study maybe like biology, like fitness, to kind of go in with their soccer interests. But yeah, all the bedrooms, as you can kind of see, are pretty similar. I did use single beds in all of them just because I wanted to use the beds that came with the pack, and they don't come with, or the pack didn't come with double beds, which makes sense. But if you wanted to play in this lot and have double beds for you know, a sneaky university woohoo or other shenanigans, you definitely could. There's definitely space in every bedroom for a double bed, but I just wanted to use the university one. I'm really happy with how much use I got of the different university objects. I do really like them. I like the IKEA vibes and the more classical furniture and architecture elements that come for the University of Brightchester, which is the university that I prefer, but I'm glad that I kind of stepped out of my comfort zone and went to the Foxbury side of the world. I think it came together really nicely. It was also sort of nice to sort of repeat the furniture, kind of giving the vibe, and in every bedroom to kind of give the vibe that this is university housing where it'd be pre-furnished and everything's kind of ready to go for you when you move in, sort of just cookie cutter every room. And you know, if there are other university houses like this around the neighborhood, they probably all look pretty much more or less the same inside. Here I am giving them some bikes. I thought it was really important that they had some bikes. Did I? Oh, I only gave them 3 bikes, I think. Okay, sorry to the 4th student who does not bike. Maybe they walk, or you know, maybe they run. Maybe it's the soccer player runs to class. Here I am landscaping, always my favorite part of every build, as I kind of said in my last video. I really like the landscaping. In a moment you'll see I added a pool because I thought, you know, this is kind of bougie university housing, and I feel like those luxury apartments always come with like, you know, pools and doormen and fancy stuff. I wanted to include something like that. I think it would make for interesting gameplay and like college parties too, if you wanted to play on this lot. Putting a little half wall here for some privacy. But they have a great view like on this kind of pool side of the lot, at like the kind of river or whatever body of water is there in Brightchester. I'm also glad and proud of the fact that I only used base game and university, just kind of showing what sorts of items that you can use to decorate university lots, even if you only have like that pack and base game. Also adding I think it's a gameplay unlock, but the Foxbury ping pong table on the balcony up there is really fun. And also some chess, because you know, logic is an important skill for a lot of the distinguished degrees at Foxbury. So that was an important object that I wanted to add. Yeah, can't go wrong with some low-lying plants over here with these trees. I thought those were pretty cute. Added a willow tree. I'm really satisfied with how this lot came out. And again, really going out of my comfort zone here. Usually I like to build houses and other lots that kind of have more of a unique character, older style, more classic, more traditional, but this is definitely more contemporary, more modern. But it's good. Adding a little love seat bench over here. I can imagine, you know, cute little like university students being with their partner or something after class and just lounging together in this little seat. I don't know. I had a vision. I had some thoughts. I also, in the original build, you know, there was this llama on the front lawn, which I don't understand. That's not even a university item. That, for some reason, comes with the base game. But I wanted to, again, you know, I like to pay respect sometimes to the original EA builds where I can. And so that's why I added the llama over there by the bench. And then a Foxbury University sign. I imagine that sign might say something like, proudly like owned and operated by like the Foxbury Institute. Like this housing is like part of their property. Yeah, and here I am just adding a little telescope because that compact version came with the builds. Yeah, so that's the end of the speed build portion, and now let's get into the tour of the final product. All right, now we're gonna have a little look around the finished builds and what I did to renovate and kind of fix and refresh the Maritime Manor lot, the Foxbury Institute student housing. I really like the evening lighting on this lot, so I have it on that right now. But the entryway, you can see there are a few bicycles for 3 of the 4 students. Again, I feel bad that I didn't have another bike for the last student, but I also just can't be asked to add another one. When you walk in, you can see there's a little backpack for one of the students. We've got some Foxbury Institute posters, a little bookshelf over here, little community bookshelf, I suppose. And then this first bedroom, again, is what I imagined that a computer science major would be in this bedroom. I changed the chair over here to do the like esport gaming chair that came with the pack. Got a matching backpack and lunchbox over here, which I think is really cute. Nice speaker because rich. Lindsay speaker because also rich. Cool PC for gaming over here. I'd imagine that they require something a little bit more high-tech or like, you know, substantial than just a laptop. But I also imagine that this PC over here would belong to the student who lives in that room. That's the only bedroom on the main floor. I also didn't include the footage of the bathrooms that I furnished, but they're pretty basic. You get the idea. This bedroom is also nicer because it has this bathroom attached as an ensuite. I like this ottoman also a lot that came with university. It's very sweet, very cute. They have a little communal whiteboard over here where they can kind of post their events for their roommates, I imagine, or other events that are going on at the university. Another bathroom over here, like the main bathroom for them to all share. Or for guests to use when they come over. Nice little basic kitchen over here. Again, you can't have stoves because I don't know why, but it's a university housing requirement. They have a Lindsay speaker. I like that this, you know, kind of weird bumblebee swatch matches the yellow chairs, the yellow bar stools, and the black counters. I like how sleek it is. I think it's, you know, very contemporary, very modern, very basic, but like it's nice. It's a nice house, and you would, yeah, be super lucky to rent somewhere like this while you're studying at university. Another poster over here. I imagine this black couch has, like, let's just say, seen so much over the years. I kept going back and forth with what color I wanted this couch to be, but I was like, I feel like I always see like black couches in university college spaces like this, and like sometimes they're leather and like pre-furnished university housing. Nice little IKEA, I think, or IKEA, I don't know, their IKEA sort of spin-off spoof in The Sims 4 here. Nice big TV. And then going upstairs, little landing here. This wallpaper also came with university, which I think is super cute. And again, I'm glad that I did this build because I wouldn't normally use like wallpaper like that for some builds. This is the first upstairs bedroom. And this again was, I imagined that there would be like an economics major living in this room, and they're also a part of the Brainiacs, which is another student organization at Foxbury. This mood light I thought was really cute, and that also is base game and came with a later update. They also have a Lindsay because they're also rich, I'd imagine, and they have a door that goes out to the outdoor balcony, which is really nice to have. I'd imagine that the students up here who live upstairs would all share this bathroom, and then this is just a half bath right here. And then I did not show in the speed build footage this room, but I do really like it. I imagine that the student living in this room would go on to do like some engineering. They're in the robotics club or like student organization because they have like this robotics workstation. I was really glad that I was able to fit this in. They have the same furniture as all their roommates, obviously. They're in the Bot Savants student org. And then this student over here, remember, is the soccer player. So I included a couple soccer balls. I like this little locker object that they've got in the corner. Soccer posters, pendants, flags, little PC for their homework. I really like this mini fridge over here with the Foxbury lobster mascot stickers. They also have a door outside to the balcony where they have got some juice. What do they call this again? Juice keg. Blue raspberry juice keg. Yum. Foxbury ping pong table, which I think is a gameplay unlock. Chess table, because I know a lot of these kind of like more scientific, mathematical degrees require logic skills to advance in a lot of your classes. So I thought it was important that they had a chess table. And then going out here, I added a pool with also some chairs to kind of lounge by the pool. I imagine that there could be some pretty cool parties that go on out here. Also some more juice and a fun little speaker to bop along to some music with your university pals. What can be better than that? But yeah, that's the build. I'm really proud of it. Again, if you want to download it, it is on the gallery, page G88. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time.